I can't believe this guy said such mean things about me. I don't think he understands how to even run a business, let alone be a good human being. Jose, what does he want? Hello? What do you mean there's a problem with the job site? You sent all the guys home? Are you joking? What am I gonna do? How am I gonna make any money? We have to close down shop. Step outside? For what? Jose, this better not be one of your pranks. Greetings. Winter is officially upon us and it is raining. So for a lot of you, if you live in the north side of the country, this rain would be snow. I'm an engineer and I'm very smart. Obviously, I know that. Question is, what do you do when the winter comes? What happens? Do you stop working altogether? Do you keep working? Do you suffer through the rain? Do you suffer through the snow? Hands get frostbite? Most of you are gonna have a significant drop in revenue because winter is here. Even in California, there is a downturn. Santa Claus messes things up, Turkey Man messes things up, and of course, the rain. When it rains, we don't work, obviously. Worst case scenario, you lose 40 to 60% of your revenue coming in, profits shrink rapidly, and the worst case, you mismanage your money and you have to sell off assets and you go bankrupt, you turn everything back to the bank, and you start from zero, go get a job at McDonald's. That's the worst case scenario. Or you end up on the news and you're the talk of the town. But not me, of course, because I'm the best. So what do you do? First, it's November right now, coming up in December. You have to start planning for the winter. Guess when? In August. That's right, in August. August is the time where you focus heavily on outreach and closing deals and bringing revenue in versus, oh, I have this job. I'm just gonna do this work real fast. A lot of you do this. I'm gonna do this work. I'm gonna get this job done. When the job's finished, then you start scrambling. Oh, I don't have work. I don't have work. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. That's what most of you do. And that is a byproduct of you not being prepared and being a one-man show, wearing all the hats yourself, doing everything yourself. You're answering the phone, you're doing the office, you're doing emails, you're out here managing job sites, you're out here doing pavers, you're doing everything. And that's why you're scrambling when you finish the job. This project behind me, I closed this job, guess when? 6 months ago. Yeah, isn't that crazy? I had a conversation with the homeowner. And by the way, we finished his backyard. And I was leaving. I was coming to pick up the check. You know, he just had an asphalt driveway. And I was leaving and I said, hey, by the way, what are you gonna do with your driveway? And he's like, oh, I actually am gonna do pavers everywhere. It's gonna be a permeable driveway. And I said, no way. Do you have bids on that? Can I give you a price? He's like, yeah, I actually hired a guy. I'm paying him 150 grand. And I said, if I can do it for the same price, would you hire me? And he's like, well, I already gave him $1,000. And I said, I'll credit you the 1,000. If I can do it, if I can match the price, and I don't know if I can, let me go back and measure everything, look at the spec to figure everything out, and then I'll send you the bid. And he's like, okay, that's fine. I'd rather have you do it because I already know how you guys work. I went there, sent him a bid. My prices were like 146,000, 147. So I sent it to him, he accepted, and now we're here. This right here is because I asked months ago, and now the boys have work. So 3 guys here. We're gonna be here for about 2 more weeks, but this is what you gotta start doing to prepare for winter. I got the speaker for fun.
I have a customer here that's scanning like 10 impact, or 10.
It's capping. It has like a max. Take it away, boys. I guess we can go pick it up. Perfect. December 13, 14, you come here in person and you can win all these tools. I'm gonna be giving away this plus 2 trailers. See you there. My very first year in business, I started in January. So I'm gonna give you a really good understanding of how I used to think because I had no guidance. I had no one on YouTube telling me, hey, this is what's possible. I was watching Keith Kalfas. Like there was not many landscapers on YouTube doing what they do. So when it was raining like this, I was pushing the guys, let's go work, let's do it. And it wasn't working like this. So right now we're doing pavers and it's open grade. A little bit of rain is not a big deal. You guys can keep working. But if you come here and the old driveway is here and you have to break it up and you have to start excavating dirt, that becomes a big deal because this whole thing will turn into a mud fest and you have to wrap it up and go home and wait 1 full day to come back. That's what I was doing. I was like, let's just go. So we're going there, we're demoing, and it starts raining. And I was like, the weatherman's wrong. I was so stubborn. It would turn into a muddy disaster. And then we would keep working and then you have to clean up the mud. So I did the math. I sat down one day and I did the math. I'm like, okay, we come here and we work and for 2 hours, around 2 o'clock, they start cleaning up because there's so much mud everywhere. And I said, bro, you know what? Every time it's raining, no more going out there pushing the guys, no more working, just call it the day off. It'll be much better. And when it does rain, when it's forecasted to rain, get a big ass plastic tarp and just tarp the entire driveway that you just excavated so the water doesn't touch virgin soil. Because the soil underneath this driveway is so old. It's from the 1960s, never seen water before. And then one little drop, mud, done. So those are some of the things I learned. And you gotta just slow your roll a little bit. Go with the punches. And don't be so aggressive when it comes to fighting Mother Nature, because she always wins. So to date, winter still affects us heavily, but I've gotten accustomed to planning a lot better. And now I have really good team members. So the whole ball is not on me. Everyone takes their fair share of weight, which is very nice. But when it's raining, we obviously don't work. And one of the things that I remember back in 2022, I went negative probably 300 grand because of the rain. There was so much rain. I was like, bro, is this ever gonna end? It did eventually, but I was in the whole 300 grand and I had to work a few months to actually get back to zero. It was very nerve-wracking, but I wasn't too nervous about it because I'm like, bro, well, what's gonna happen? Big deal. I don't make money for a few months, but we're gonna come back. We're gonna make America great again. And by America, I mean Applewood. We're gonna make Applewood great again. Boys are making noise, so we had to move over here. And they were like, oh, do you want us to turn it off? I said, no, bro, keep working. I'm not important. I'll go here. So they're out there. But marketing is going to be your best friend. A lot of you don't invest enough in marketing. Marketing is going to be your best friend. A lot of you don't invest money into marketing because you're like, oh, I don't want to pay $10,000, $6,000, $7,000 in marketing. That's a scam. You know what the scam is? Not having work. The scam is sending your guys home and saying, adios. I'm too cheap to spend money. Bro, it's not your money anyway. Just spend it. It's not a big deal. What's money for if you can't use it? Okay? Spend it. Okay, I lost 30 grand in this truck. So what? Who cares? What is the big deal? It's just money. Not a big deal. I'm going to get it back later. This truck has gotten me a lot of joy. It looks great. And marketing. This is a perfect example of marketing. This is a billboard. This is literally free. I paid 30 grand for marketing. Who cares if I lost 30 grand in the truck? This thing is parked everywhere. It drives around town. People see Applewood. And this thing looks like a Batmobile. Literally murdered out and it says Applewood. Marketing. Did I really lose 30,000 on this truck? Am I really an idiot for buying this truck? I don't know. The people with small mentality and hater thinking, that's, yeah, I would never buy this. Buy an F350. You can do the same thing with F350. I had an F350. Guess what? Didn't get me deals. This thing gets me deals. It's a staple, especially, remember, I live in Silicon Valley, the tech capital of the world. This thing is good. So the marketing that you spend in the summer is gonna pay off in the winter. And since November 5th, I know a lot of my audience loves Trump, doesn't love Trump, loves Biden, loves Kamala, whatever it is. What I'm gonna tell you is true. Since November 5th, I have closed $1 million in deals. Since he got elected. How's that possible? For the month prior, didn't close anything. I was scraping 20 grand, 30,000, $40,000 job. I was scraping. And then November 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. In the last 9 days, $1 million. One job for 700. Okay, we'll give that one. And then stragglers here, 80 here, 70 here, 100 here. How is that possible? Follow the money, boys. Follow the money. I'm gonna predict the next 3 years, it is gonna be the best time to make money. It is gonna be the best time to start marketing your business. It's gonna be the best time to start learning new skills, throwing down. Stop being a little bitch. Don't be scared. Just go for it. Stop living in your mama's basement. Put your mom in the basement and you live on the top floor. Is that good? But anyway, marketing is very important. Exhibit A. Last year, marketing was good, but there was a few jobs where we made mistakes on, we're learning. It was just taking on these bigger projects. Once you get to over 300, 400, 500 grand, those jobs become very different. Everything starts changing, more managing, more planning. And I was a little bit of a rookie. Team was a rookie. We made a couple mistakes. Like there was a couple jobs last year where I made $0. There was a $230,000 job where after all expenses were paid, overhead was paid, crew was paid, I was paid, my little salary, the company made $5 grand. That's embarrassing. I wanted to find a bridge and just, but I didn't. I decided to figure out what happened, started digging deep, looking at the spreadsheets, looking at the numbers, and I realized we made one critical mistake, and that was not putting plastic on the pavers, and that mistake right there ended up costing me 20 grand. So if we didn't make that mistake, if we actually put plastic on the pavers to protect them, and gray pavers like that, plastic doesn't really matter because they're all gray anyway. You don't see stains. But when you're installing white Techo block pavers, you need to put plastic on everything because you're going to see all the little stains from the little specks of mud, little speck of asphalt. It's going to stain the pavers and going to be toast. So build your systems better, build your process better, learn a process, reach out to me. I can literally show you everything we're doing at Applewood. Reach out, invest in the marketing, do dumb shit like this. Okay, do dumb shit like this. Maybe you have an F350, just wrap it. Put your company on it. Whatever. And this year alone, I have spent a lot more, maybe $50,000 more on Google Ads, and that has paid back tremendously. And one of the other great things is investing into building relationships with architects and designers in your area. That has been probably a huge leg up, bigger than Google. There are very good relationships you can build, and when times get tough, architects always have work, and they're gonna funnel you in and feed you the work, which is great. And this one right here is one of the cool jobs that we've done. It's a $400,000 job, and the designer's name is Matt Daly, and he gave me this work. He was like, hey T, this customer would be a good fit. They're fantastic, and I know that they're not gonna have a problem working with you. You're not gonna have a problem working with them. I said, perfect. Gave him a bid, they accepted, immediately done. High recommendation. They went and they didn't get offended by my videos. They actually liked it, and they're like, oh, this guy's funny, he does little videos. And then at the end, they were like, man, so nice working with you. It was fantastic. So that is a good experience, and you're definitely gonna wanna have people like that funneling you work. For you guys that have a small business, what would you do in the winter? Start crying. Just shut it down. Go home. It's too hard to grow a business. Give up. Go get a regular job.
You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Or you could do the hard thing and go out there and start making a difference for yourself by building a reputation about your business in your small town. A lot of you focus on too many areas. There's a guy that I was having a call with, paid for a one-on-one, and he said, I wanna provide services for these areas. And I looked on Google Maps and it was a 2-hour radius. I'm like, you're telling me you would drive 2 hours from your home, your office, to go service this customer and come back? He said, yeah, if the job's good enough, it's big enough. I'm like, that's even worse. A big job, you have to do it for 4 hours every single day. Why? Where's your brain? What are you doing? Why don't you focus on 30 minutes in a circle around your office home? Why are you going 2 hours? That makes no sense. My marketing is San Jose, 30 minutes around. I don't enjoy being in the car for 4 hours a day. I don't want to be in traffic. I want to be at the office, be at home, working at the job sites, bouncing around and doing stuff like that. I don't want to drive 3 hours here and 3 hours back. That's 6 hours, boys. That's literally your whole day spent. You're tired, you're cranky, you don't want to do anything. So focus on the few, not the many. And if you live in a snowy area, start thinking about doing other services, maybe installing tile inside a bathroom, doing snow work, Christmas lights, some kind of cleaning, window washing, I don't know, something where you can provide the customer a service, maybe doing some concrete inside your garage when they do epoxy the garage. My guys did that on the last job. It was not that hard at all. I charged the homeowner $3,000. They did it in a day. And that was their first time. I didn't tell the customer that. I said, yeah, we can do it. We've done it before. I didn't tell them that, but we did it and it turned out fine. It literally great. We read the instructions and customers were very happy about that. There's things, you just got to think a little bit outside the box and you can get work. Not a problem. Or what you can do even better is move your ass from snowy ass Minnesota and go south, Texas, Arizona, California. Oh, I don't like California. There's too many liberals. Where? What at? Yeah, there's liberals everywhere, dude. It's okay. People just go where it's very expensive to live. If you guys are living in a cheap place, you're not gonna have work. If you live in a place where rents are through the roof, housing prices are through the roof, this house we're standing in right now, probably a $6-7 million house. Isn't that crazy? That's where you wanna live, where houses are insanely expensive. A guy that has a $1 million house is not gonna drop 200 grand on a driveway. He's not gonna drop 500 grand on his landscaping. A guy that lives in a $7 million house has no problem dropping 700 grand on his landscaping. 10%, no problem, easy money all day, every day. Follow these tips, you'll become very successful. If you want to learn more about working with me one-on-one, message me, just DM me, say, yo, T, I need help. Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Facebook, you easy to get a hold of me there because I have people help me with messages, but Instagram, sometimes they get lost. Or you can just sign up to Goat Gang and boom, you're in. You can message me right there. Now, boys, if I did forget something, comment below. I want to know what I forgot. If you have any more questions, maybe you're like, T, make a video about this. I got you. Write in the comments and I will make a video and I'll tag you and I'll even send you a very nice note with a dove to your home. When you open it, like, oh my God, it's a dove with a note from T plus a brand new car. See ya.